his topic is whether the drinking age, should the drinking age be lowered. So, without further ado, Gavin Ross.
Okay, so my topic is should the drinking age be lowered? So I'm going to start with my personal statement, which is basically my opinion why I chose it. So I chose this topic because it was interesting because it had many different sides and I wanted to see everybody's perspective. So I think that the drinking age should be lowered to 18, but there should be restrictions on it, like maybe you should have a license that can be revoked. And then there is also a debate about if alcohol is a drug. I think that alcohol is not a drug because people like the taste. It's not just about the effects necessarily. Okay, so my first line of inquiry is the science of alcohol and how it affects the body. So this is one of the things from my alcohol statistics, that the people who are most likely to binge drink are college-aged males. And then the forbidden fruit theory is basically something saying that if something's banned, people will just want to do it even more. So people think that's what's happening with alcohol. Diseases caused by alcohol can be, thiamine deficiency, liver scarring, and memory lapses. So, and then most doctors, about their perspective, is that probably only have one drink at a time and drink in moderation. So one drink is about, well, it's different for every person, but about 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of liquor. So now I have my pie chart about the different drinking ages around the world. So 19 countries have no drinking age. 2 countries have a drinking age between 10 and 15. 21 have a drinking age of 16 through 17. 115 countries have a drinking age of 18 through 19. 5 countries have a drinking age of 20. 12 countries have a drinking age of 21. And in 16 countries, it is illegal to drink. And then 5 countries, it's unknown because either they're new or secretive or something. I don't know. So, okay. So this is a graphic I made saying like how much ABV, and ABV is alcohol by volume. It's how much alcohol is in a drink. So have beer 5 through 15, then have like rum, which is 47 through 57, and then it basically goes pretty high, like with some going up to like 95% alcohol by volume, which is a lot. So, okay. My second line of inquiry is the politics and laws of the drinking age. So first we have our president's perspective on the current drinking age. And I got a quote from procon.org, and it said, so basically what I got from the quote was that he doesn't really support the use of alcohol, but doesn't think it really should be raised the drinking age. So this is and then I have something about a group called Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which is an anti-drinking group. They want to prevent drunk driving basically, so. And the laws regarding the drinking age. So in 1984, the law was passed saying every state had to have the drinking age of 21 or else they would lose like 10% of federal funding. But there's a debate over whether this would happen because the Supreme Court said it was unconstitutional to do that like 5 years ago. And then, but every state has a drinking age of 21 right now, but then some of them have exceptions, like for different reasons really, it depends. And then this last paragraph paragraph is what classifies as drunk, which is 0.08% blood alcohol concentration. And if you had an offense for drunk driving, your car would actually not start because there's a meter if you have a blood alcohol concentration that's that high or higher. So that's all there is on my trifold.
How do these get your lights? Hold on just a second.
So this is my PowerPoint. It covers line 3, which is the cultural views on alcohol, and also my action. So how alcohol is viewed in the United States. It's generally less accepting than a lot of countries, but people here still drink it, and then probably it's not that accepting because the first colonizers here were people that did not approve of drinking. And then this picture I have here is like things that come from America, like whiskey mostly. And then how alcohol is viewed in Europe. European views on alcohol are more open than the US. They have drinking ages of around 18. And then Europe is famous for having quality drinks like French wine and German beer. And then they also started drinking small amounts at an early age. Some say this encourages responsible drinking, some say it makes them drink more, and then this picture is French wine. So how alcohol is viewed in Hispanic countries. Many Hispanic countries view alcohol as a major part of their culture. And they're over there, generally they're made out of sugar cane because it's a tropical climate. And then you have like all the different countries, like Cuba makes rum, and then a few others, and then, yeah, let's keep it around that picture. Religious views on alcohol. So in Catholicism, alcohol is viewed as a holy symbol, and Jewish people have one during Passover, but in other religions, alcohol is banned because it can intoxicate. And then my action, and this is just a picture of a police officer, is I interviewed a police officer and then made a flyer based on his insights. So I guess we can just open one of them, probably the PDF. Oh wait, no, those are my references. Probably press the back arrow. Yeah, okay, no.
I'm not sure I can open it from here, honey.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to just click on the PDF picture. Like, yeah, that. Oh well.
Oh,
Maybe you can.
is there enough?
Let's see.
You right click on it?
Okay, maybe what it did is open in another window, so.
Well, can you just run through some of the things that were on the flyer?
So the police officer's views on alcohol were that the drinking age should be kept at 21, except for military officers, people in the military, because if they're mature enough to be in the military, they probably would be mature enough to drink. And he said that people over 21 would generally appreciate alcohol for the taste, but people younger might have it just to get drunk, so that's why he thinks it should be kept to 21. one last thing to try. Okay. Maybe it opened in another window, so. Let's see.
Or Gavin, hit escape, exit the slideshow, and open it from the slide there.
What if you right click on it?
He did.
Isn't that publisher on the bottom already open?
His PowerPoint. It might not be embedded, Gavin.
Yeah, but.
It is, because we did it at
Do you
home.
have it on your Chromebook? No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
the
email
flash.
it to anybody?
Well, it was embedded into this, so.
He emailed it to me, and I downloaded it this morning.
The PowerPoint,
Uh-huh.
but not the actual document.
I didn't,
Try the publisher one.
It may not have publisher on the computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't.
Oh.
Well, maybe that we can, have it, we can have, if we print it later on, maybe we can have it available for Thursday night.
Unless it opened in Chrome, did you already have Chrome open?
Check it.
This is through my, Gmail. So,
how do you check Chrome, Gavin?
Well, you press the, well, maybe it's open. It's just one tab.
mhm,
Oh.
okay.
We'll show it.
Gavin would be open for, a few questions, if anybody has some questions of Gavin.
This board?
Did your opinion change from the beginning of the project to the end?
Slightly, I did realize that if the drinking age was lowered to 18, you would probably have to put more restrictions on it to make sure that people aren't like going crazy or anything. Ms. Nats?
You talked about your pie graph, but can you tell me what the most common age limit is around the world? What's the large blue?
It is 115 countries have a drinking age of 18 or 19.
Ah.
Caroline?
Where did you get your pie chart?
So what I did was I found a map of like all the drinking ages, and then I went on the pie chart website and then entered all the stuff in.
You could say Angie.
Miss Angie?
Were you surprised of the police officer's answer that the drinking age should be 18 for the military?
I'm not really sure. Like, I didn't really know what he was going to say, so.
I was surprised by that answer.
Did any of your research show anything about any of the diseases? Because you talked about some of the diseases and some of the downsides of alcohol in general with countries that have lower drinking ages. Was there any connection between any of the downsides of drinking and countries that had lower drinking ages?
Most countries that had lower drinking ages, like the percent of binge drinkings was pretty much the same in most of the countries, and a few of them it was higher though.